Hey guys, this is Sushma here and welcome yet to another vlog. So today I am at the Dubai Expo 2020 and I will be showing you what the Alif, the mobility pavilion, looks like from inside. So come on, let's hop on to this journey together. The three-winged Alif, the mobility pavilion, takes its viewers on a voyage starting from thousands of years ago all the way to the present and the future. From the ancient days of trade, the famously known traveler of the world Ibn Battuta, to the exploration of Mars and beyond. The display areas are divided into three key zones, each forming a petal in the tri-foil plan. The Alif Pavilion has been designed by the award-winning British firm Foster & Partners, the UAE Space Agency and Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center, and they have provided the key content for this space segment inside. Alif, which is also the first letter of the Arabic alphabet, pays homage to the beginnings of human progress and how the UAE and the Arab world continues to play a pivotal role in advancing human progress. Alif at the Mobility Pavilion features the world's largest passenger lift, which transports 160 plus people at a time. Alif at the Mobility Pavilion also features the world's largest passenger lift, which transports 160 people at a time. The exterior of the pavilion is made of stainless steel facade fins that each of them step back towards the ground, reflecting the heat and providing shade for the glazing.
Please go straight down. Okay, go straight.
Welcome to the study of elusive Yahoo against Holocaust. also known as Alif or Alif in the House of Wisdom.
The mobility experience begins 4,500 years ago in Saruq al-Hadid, a settlement in the Dubai desert. Visitors are then invited aboard the world's largest elevating platform, which transports them to the House of Wisdom in 9th century Baghdad.
This way to going down, please.
Stories of historical giants are used to explore the concept of mobility and its far-reaching influence, thereby discovering and advancing human explorations. Further innovations from the Arab region are also showcased at the pavilion. Moving on, we have the Tales of Adventures. These statues that you see here are incredibly tall and magnificent. The detailings on them are so well crafted that they look so real to a living human being. There is this massive projection here that looks like an astronomical device.
فكلما اشتدت الريح عصفا زادت عزيمة الإصرار وازداد قلبي بأسا لهذا لقطت أسد البحار فأنا أقف كالأسد في وجه الأخطار لا أهاب الأمواج إذا ماجت ولا أخشى الرياح إذا هاجت.
Any quest for discovery is full of unknown dangers. These were no ordinary men, and their task was clear. They had to set men free from the fears that bound them. But not even the darkest night can
I loved every bit of this pavilion. It presents the story of global mobility in an immersive and inspiring way. Trust me, going through all these realistic architecture on the walls transcends you deeply to how far we have come across civilizations.
Not so long ago, we were living in shadowlands, separate from one another. Three great men ventured in their own ways to faraway lands, and they our road to adventure.
I was especially in awe of the incredible 9-meter tall realistic photo figures from the golden age of Arab civilization. The Asian navigator Ahmed ibn Majid was nicknamed the Lion of the Sea, wrote many works of literature on marine science and the movement of ships in his lifetime. That is, when Arab sailors were considered among the best in the world. Ibn Battuta is a Moroccan traveler from the 14th century who wrote a book about his adventures, the Rihla, meaning the travels. This celebrated work details his exploration. There are these screens studded to each setting so you can basically read and familiarize yourself about the famous explorer Ibn Battuta and his innovations.
Whose desire to understand the sea opened paths for other men to follow.
ارفعوا الشراع ولننطلق على بركة الواحد القهار. عهدت والدي أن أبحر مثله من الفار وأواصل بعده كشف ما في البحر من أسرار. فأسرتي بارتياد البحور قد عرفت وبحب الملاحة والأسرار قد شغلت. فما كمان
Only the ones who must go far will be found.
Here we have, with all due respect, late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, who was the founding father and the principal driving force behind the formation of the UAE, uniting 7 emirates and becoming the Union's first president, a post which he held for a period of almost 33 years, 1971 until his death in 2004. I found these panels rather quite fascinating. Yes, they do look amazing with its beautiful bright colors, but it actually shows you some of the most famous buildings in Dubai, which includes the Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab, the Khayan Group, and the list goes on.
Changes such as access to remote healthcare, news from everywhere, or family farmers serving global markets. Networks coordinate resources and materials that make things, like cars and smartphones.
The huge globe that you see here shows how we all are connected in some way or another. This means being connected digitally, worldwide through phone, data, and all our working systems are highly dependent on artificial intelligence. Learn more about the complexity of moving goods around the world and how mobility could evolve in the human-centered city of the future. This was yet another fascinating feature at the pavilion. A camera captures a glimpse of your face and projects that on the screen known as visor on the astronaut's helmet. The moment felt magical for a while. These are some of my photos clicked at that time. Do I look like a good astronaut? Hats off to the Emirati national Major Hazza Al-Mansouri, as he made history by becoming the first Emirati in space and the first Arab astronaut to travel to the International Space Station. This is an exact replica of the Hope probe that was launched on 19th July 2020 and reached an orbit around Mars on the 9th Feb 2021. Next up is the UAE Space Agency, what it looks like from the inside.
Travel to Mars is for future generations like you.
Yeah! I'll start getting ready from now. Me too.
Of course, if you keep up with the good work. Speaking of, do you have something to show?
Follow me. Saeed and I are working on season 1.
Listen now.
It is a surprise. Let us finish it first. What told me? Sorry. I think there's something
What you see here is the city of the future. This pathway is about 3 stories high, going down until you find your way to the ground floor.
Congratulations! Your city design is now in the top 3% of the world competition.
Yes! We're closing in. Hakim, save configuration.
Configuration saved.
If we keep working like this, I'm sure we can get an even higher score. We can win. Shamsa! It works! Look at the score!
Well done, Shamsa. This will surely help you.
That's all I want. Now
Reset commencing. Last saved version loaded.
okay, first. Let's do protection until here.
Approaching the souvenir section, feel free to purchase something of your choice of like. It's at this point you can also get your passport stamped. The pavilion also stars a partly underground, partly open-air 330-meter track for you to see cutting-edge mobility devices in action alongside an amphitheater and a second stage. A plaza around the building is hosting mobility-related performances, events, symposiums, and demonstrations. After Expo 2020, the Mobility Pavilion will continue in legacy, becoming an integral element of District 2020. So guys, if you have enjoyed every moment of this video as much as I enjoyed my experience at the Alif Pavilion, what you're waiting for, do hit the subscribe button and stay connected for more.